Greetings, welcome to Earth and Cup. I am Mike Poole, and today we're going to work a little bit with the Tai Chi Bang. I've taken the Tai Chi Bang set that I've been working with for a while, and I've added some stepping. And so just remember about the Tai Chi Bang. The wood is whatever wood you would like it to be. If you'd like rings in the center, whatever. When you're measuring for your bong, remember to just place it in your arm, put it in the crook of your elbow, and it should make it kind of down to your fingertips. So that's the length of the bong. I also tell people that the bongs are custom made, and so there's a left and a right to the bong. So make sure you kind of become acquainted with your bong, and then so I know that this is the right hand, just the way it feels in this right hand. This is the left hand, the way it feels in this left hand. And so yeah, just there's a left and a right. So just get comfortable with that. I learned the set from Master Trainer Jim Starshack, so I'll be using his set, and I'll try to make sure I follow along so to do it properly. And I took the set and I've added the stepping into it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to open and close each set. There are multiple sets, and then there are pieces within each set. So we're going to open and close each set with 3 circles and 3 breaths. I'm going to turn sideways to show you. You're just going to have the bong in the palm of your hand, and you're just going to circle out, right? And then you're going to hold it at your lower dantian. So our natural Tai Chi posture, feet hip width apart, weight evenly distributed, knees unlocked, heels, hips, shoulders, ears in one line, shoulders relaxed. 3 circles, 3 breaths. And then 3 nice deep breaths. Very nice. Okay. The first set is Dantian Inner Qigong set, and the first one is just this kind of rotating to the front and the back. So you're in this nice neutral posture, and we're just going to do 3 circles to the front, 3 forward circles. Okay. Now we're going to add our stepping. We're going to use the same stepping sequence all the way throughout this whole entire piece. So you're just going to step with 1 foot and then come back and switch. We're going to do 3 sets or 3 cycles, right? There's too many word sets there. There we go. Now we're going to use a follow step. So you're going to step and follow step, step back. We're going to do 3 on the same foot. And then we're going to switch feet. And now we're going to step through. And then I just step up even on this last one. Okay. Now we're going to circle back. Same thing, except you're just going to come backwards. 3. And this time we're going to step to the rear on our steps, right? So we're going to step back. Now our follow steps. Now we're going to step through. And I pair this one with the front so you can, when you take your steps, you're coming forward. And then as we go to the rear, you pair it with the rear and you theoretically end up where you started, right? So that's front and back. Now we have rotating horizontally side to side. There we go. So you're just going to rotate horizontally. And now out and back. Follow step. Now we're going to do our side stepping. And same thing to the other side. Out and back. Follow step. Stepping side. And all things being equal, we would have ended up, once we completed that, those horizontal circles in the same place we started, right? So now we're going to kind of rotate our arms to the left and to the right. And if you're just holding it, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring it into you, one hand into you, and then it's going to go underneath. And then you're going to kind of roll your wrist, and then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So how does that look? So I'm going to do this sideways for you. So you roll it to you, rotate it to you, and then the hand that comes back is going to go underneath the elbow, right? Do it on this side, right? So this comes through underneath, and then you roll your wrist. Okay, so that's how that one goes. There we go. And so you're just gonna, I tend to start, if you've noticed, I tend to start with my left side. So, and you can sink in your knees a little bit. And that's one cycle. Of course, we're gonna do 3 cycles. Out and back. The hand that's going underneath is typically the leg that I step on, right out and back. Follow steps. Same hand, right? Opposite side. Now we're going to step through. All right, that is the first set. So let's do three circles, three closes, three breaths. Very nice. So that was Dantian Inner Qigong. So that's the first set. The second set is small heavenly circuit Qigong, small heavenly circuit Qigong, right? So the first one is yang hand, so over the top. And you just put your hands over the top of the bong, right? If you can, bring the thumb over the top. If you need to put it for more control underneath, that's fine. But if you can, over the top, and you just bring your hands. I typically bring them to the end of the bong. If you need to grip it over the edges, that's fine too. But if you can get it over the bong, right? And we're just going to do some over the top circles. This one, right? So they're going to go over the top, and there's some articulation in the wrist. I'll do one facing this way, so the wrist articulates, and then it comes down. You can sink, and then it comes up and articulates. So three of those. So that was one, two, three. Now we're going to add it with our stepping. Here we go, stepping out and back. Follow stepping, same side. Next side. All the way through. Now we switch to yin hand, so it's hands underneath. Same thing. You're just holding it. Tuck the thumbs underneath if you can to the end of the bong. And instead of going out and over the top, you're going to go down and up, right? So same thing with the articulation in the wrist. So you're going to come down and up, right? So that's one, two, three. Now step out, step back. Follow stepping. If you'd like to do the follow stepping to the rear, you're more than welcome to do that too. So you can do your stepping to the rear on this one if you'd like. That will even this up, but forward or back, whichever is comfortable for you. Some people don't like to take those rearward steps. It's difficult. So I just wanted to show you the front way. And then you can step through. I'll step going back. There we are. So that's the enhance. So now the third one is drawing the pupil on the dragon's eye. Drawing the pupil on the dragon's eye. So what we do with this one, right, is you're going to set the bong on your dantian, right? And we use reverse breathing on this, reverse breathing. So we typically breathe when we breathe in, we're expanding. When we exhale, we contract. So we're going to do the reverse of that. So when you inhale, you want to draw all that in, the pelvic floor muscles, all of your abdomen, you draw it in. And then on the exhale, we're expanding. Right? And then I've got my left hand in, my right hand out. We'll just need to switch that. So we do it the same thing on both sides. And we can switch and we can add our stepping, right? And we can switch. So now we can use our follow step. We're going to do the same three to the same side. So if you'd like, in the alternating, if you wanted to alternate with each step out, so it would be you're stepping out with the hand that's closest to you. So you're going to step out here, and then you're going to switch each time, right? Right, just do a nice easy switch, which then you can also do with your stepping through, right? So you're going to come here. Right. That's the end of this set. So 3 circles, 3 breaths. Very nice. Hydrate. Get a quick drink. Get a quick drink. There's a lot of energy going on here. So set number 3 is ringing with intent. So let's talk about ringing a little bit. So ringing, you're going to, one hand is going to be steady on the bong, right? And the other one, you're going to loosen the grip, and then you're going to reach over, right? And then you're going to kind of wring it like you're wringing a towel, right? So you think about wringing something out, right? one hand is stationary, stable on the bong, the other hand is moving. So you do get a little friction, you do get a little motion, you do get a little, something. And I switch hands. So I'll ring with the left and then I'll ring with the right and ring with the left and ring. So one hand is stationary. The other hand, I do it is reaching over and then ring back to neutral. Reach over, ring back to neutral. So the first ring is ringing forward, and you kind of have a sync with each one, right? So it's now with the stepping, I do the hand that's actually doing the ringing is the leg that's stepping out. So follow stepping, same hand. We'll do three with the same hand. Right? Stepping through. Very nice. Now we're going to ring downward, right? Step out and back. Follow stepping. Stepping through. Very nice. Now it's up and out. So we're going to ring the motion. It's not straight up over the head, but it's up and out. Okay. So here we go. Step out and back. Follow step same side. Stepping through. Very good. So the last set of this is old tree with twisted root. Old tree with twisted root. So this one is in a bow stance, right? And the leg that's out is the arm that's on top, right? I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. So you get that leg out. So you shift the weight back to the back leg, and then you're going to come forward, one, ringing with this top hand, right? And it comes forward from the hip. You're not crossing the body at all. Two, three, and then we're going to switch. One, two, three. Okay. Since this is already a natural step out, we're not going to step out and back. So since we're already doing that, but we will do the follow step, right? So we will do the follow step here. And now we will step through. Here we go. Three circles, three breaths. That ends set number three. All right, very nice. Get a quick drink, hydrate. Set number four is kind of a fitness qigong. This first one is old tree with twisted root, right? Which is what we did. This is old tree with twisted root in a different way. I know it sounded the same, but it's the same thing. So this is some different circuit ones as well. So you are going to do the leg out. This is the old tree with the twisted root, right, is what they're calling this posture. So this is hands over top, right? We've kind of done this somewhat before, right? So you've got that step out and you're just going to come over top, right? One, two, three. We're going to switch. Since we already have the leg extended, we're going to count that as the step out, step back. But we are going to add the follow step here, right? We'll do the same side. And now we're going to step through. Right, very nice. So you can get, in this one, you can get a little bend. Remember, don't overextend the knee, right? We don't want our knee to overextend past the toes, so no overextension of the knee. And when we hinge, we're going to hinge at the hips, and we're going to come over top, if you'd like, to get lower. But we're also going to keep our upright body posture. So from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head, we want that all to be straight. So what we're not doing is we're not curving and hunching over, right? If you're going to come over, you do want to keep that straight upright body posture, even though you're hinging at the hips, right? So same thing here. We're going to do, this is Turning the windmill, right? So you're going to come back at it, right? So the same thing, you're just going to come up. This is with the in hands, right? Remember to keep that upright body posture. Follow step. Same thing here. Now we're going to step through. Once again, if you would like to use this one as your rearward stepping, right? If you do over the top, front, and you want to think about using this yin hand stepping back, so of course you would be kind of stepping back, right? And the same thing with the follow step. And then stepping through, same thing. It's the same thing. All right. So this third one is a genuine person pointing out the way. A genuine person pointing out the way. And it looks like this, right? So you're going to start up and it comes down and then goes out. And once again, you are hinging at the hips. I'll do it sideways for you. So you come out and then you hinge at the hips and you come out, right? And then you come up, right? And then we can, then you, of course, switch the hands, same thing, right? Okay. This is out and back. I tend to, the hand that's down is the foot that goes out, right? So we're going to go. Now we have follow step, same side. And then we have stepping through. That's the end of set number 4. So 3 circles, 3 breaths. Very nice. Hydrate. Some nice heat generating here. This next set is twining thread qigong. So twining thread. So remember, is going to twine, right? So how is that going to work? So you once again, hands underneath, and you're going to bring it to the elbow, and then that one comes all the way through. So where we just came here the last time, now you're going to come all the way through, right? So I'm going to turn sideways. So this hand comes in and then goes all the way through, right? I'll do it on this side. So it comes in and then goes all the way through. Okay? And we're going to do that in different directions. So it comes in, goes all the way through, comes in, goes all the way through. And so you do have this little lever here. Be careful not to overextend, but you are, when you come through, you are getting a little work. So not clenched, but lightly, you are getting a little work on the wrist there, right? So this is a twining thread Qigong. The first one is white 8 presents fruit. This is twisting to the front. This is twining to the front, right? So you're just going to come here. Step out. I step out. The hand that's coming forward is the leg that's going out, right? Follow steps, same side. Step, stepping through. Very nice. Set number 2 is snake spits tongue. Snake spits tongue, right? This one is to the side. So where we were coming to the front, this one is going to be to the side. Snake spits tongue. So same thing, instead of the hand coming forward, it's going to go to the side. Now, if it's more comfortable to get used to it, to come forward and then twist and point, that's fine, right? And then you just want to get to the point where you can bring it out. So little by little, maybe. So you want to get to the point where it is coming out the side. Okay, here we go. All right. Nice deep breath, right? So this is step out and back. Follow step same side. And then we are going to, because we're going side to side, we'll do 3 steps that way, 3 steps that way, right? So I'm going to go here. And then 3 steps back. Very nice, right? So that's 2. Number 3 is black dragon twining a pillar. Black dragon twining a pillar, and this one goes to the side and down, right? This one goes here, okay? So it's to the side and down. All right, here we go. Step out and back. Follow step same side. Same thing, we'll do 3 going one way, 3 going the other. Ooh, one more, right? This is white crane spreads its wings. White crane spreads its wings. Now, this one you got to be really careful with because it is to the up and to the back. I will turn sideways. So it's up and to the back, right? So you are going up and to that upper corner. So if I think about pointing at that back corner to the room, right? That's where I'm trying to get to. And so once again, if it just gets to the side and then you can work it back as much as possible, you don't want any tension, you don't want any stress, you don't want any pain, none of that, only within your comfort zone on this. Be mindful of your shoulders, be mindful of your twist, be mindful of your spine, still keep that upright body posture. All right, here we go. All right. Step out. Follow step same side. Traveling same side. That is the end of the set. So 3 circles, 3 breaths. All right, hydrate, hydrate. We're really getting some energy moving now. Those dragon tongues, I tell you what. Woo! All right. Set number 6 is some middle chi qigong, right? Middle chi qigong. So this first one is the Taoist boy striking the bell. So you think about the images, the big bells, right? And they have the strikers, right? Right. And so you were striking this way. So what we do a little bit different with this is we do expel all of the excess air at the end of the striking of the bell. So if you think about it, right, we're going to keep this leg out. We're going to strike, and then you expel all the excess air, right? Inhale, exhale. Okay, switch to the other side. Right, here we go. Since that's our long step, we're not going to step out and step back since we're already in that stance. So now we are going to do our follow step, right? So we got it out. Same thing, other side. All right. And now this is our step through. Very nice. So the second one of this is recovering youthful vigor. Recovering youthful vigor. Where we did it going out, this time we're going to do it so like we're dropping it on the bell or on a something, right? So you just have it up. We did this with the pupil one. So you're just going to come down and then expel. We're going to switch. Now we can, on this one, if we want, we can step to the side, right? Here we go. You can alternate if you'd like. Switching hands. Right. So we're going to do our follow step. Now we're going to step through going to one side. That is the end of this set. So 3 circles, 3 breaths. Very nice. Very nice. Hydrate. We're coming to the end. You guys are hanging in really well. Coming to the end. Hydrate. Step number 7 is integrating primary chi. Integrating primary chi, right? So we're going to be doing some circling here, right? So the first one is shaking the heavenly pillar or stirring the cauldron. Shaking the heavenly pillar or stirring the cauldron. A hand that's on top is the leg that's out, right? So we're going to, this one is coming in towards the knee. So you come out and in towards the knee as you come back, right? 1, 2, 3. And then we'll switch. This is in towards the knee. Now alternating, stepping out, stepping back in towards the knee. So you are, well, this one is easier if we just step out, step back on the same side, because that way we're not switching directions. You can do it that way, but if you think about it, you don't want to change directions. I'll show you once we finish this little cycle here, right? So it's out to the knee. What's difficult if we alternate, you can do it, right? So you come here, right? And then if you're going to alternate, remember, you just got to go you're changing the direction flow. So if that feels better to you, you're more than welcome to do it that way. But this one is in towards the knee. So this is follow stepping. Well, we'll do it on the same side. Stepping through. You do have to kind of change the direction on this one, right? Because we're stepping through. And we do want to keep it to the knee. Very nice. Okay. So now that was towards the knee. Now we're going to go the opposite direction and away from the knee, right? So we're going out and in. So it goes away from the knee. Once again, since we're in the long step, we're going to not do the step out, step back. So this is the follow stepping. We'll do it on the same side. Or that should go out. There we go. I'll do it the right way this time. Right. And so now we have stepping through. I mean, if you'd like to change it up just a bit, if you want to do inside the knee going forward, you can do outside the knee going back, right? So you would just step back, right? And then you would step out and back, right? So you're coming with your follow step, right? And then stepping back through, right? And it's the front knee, whether you're stepping forward or back, it's the front knee that determines the inside or outside, right? So there you go. So that's the first part. The second half of this is accumulating chi at the dantian. So we circled horizontally. Now we're going to circle vertically, right? So we're just going to come this way, right? And then go the other way. Right? If you'd like, sometimes it's best to start small. And then when you come back, it's big to small. You can just change it up a little bit. However you want to do it is fine with you, right? So on the standing ones, I like to go small to big and then big to small. And now we're going to do our stepping out. Just feel free to do, whatever you'd like. It's going to be easier just to do 3 to one side. Now our follow step. Stepping through. All right. Now we're going to go the other way, right? So this is step out, step back. Follow step. Stepping through. Very nice. That is the end of this set. So 3 circles, 3 breaths. Hydrate, hydrate. We're coming to the big finish. Right? So this next set, right, is just some massaging, right? Some massaging. So you can come down, massage your thighs, your calf, right? Backs of your legs. Come around here. Right? Stomach, sides, right? Your back. You'd like to come around the back, right? And get your shoulders. Right. Gently roll your neck, arm. Right. That with 3 circles and 3 breaths. That completes everything. That is the Tai Chi Bong set that we use here at Earth and Cup. Please feel free to make it yours. We've added some of the stepping into it, which I think has given us a nice little workout, nice little movement of chi. But those are the sets, those are the working. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you very much for joining. And we'll see you next time. Peace.